Hi, welcome back to Hawaii Turo. I know I'm live and it's very early, but the purpose of this live is to help you grow your Turo business. I'm here to answer as many questions the best of my ability. And if you're watching this on the replay, hopefully to get some gems for you. I'm going to try and talk, as long as I can, probably up to 2 hours. So if you are trying, if you want some one-on-one coaching, check out the description below and check out my Patreon. We do video chat over there through Skype or through Zoom. But if you are trying to join like a Facebook group, I have a Turo Facebook group that's people all over the world, and it's right there in the pinned comment. You can join right there. We talk Turo all the time. So, like I said, I know it's 12:30 Eastern. It is 6:30 in Hawaii. I know it's very early, but my Turo business right now, I don't have a car until 9 o'clock. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try and go live and see if there are people online. Because last time when I went live at 8:30 at night. Well, yeah, 8:30 at night, people were saying that's too late for the East Coast. So I'm trying to see. So if I get, people, a lot of people on there, maybe I'll try and do something like this early again. But maybe not, because I do tour full time, and a lot of the time, my cars going out this time, right? So we'll see what happens. Right, that's all it is. But let's go. If this is your first time, in Hawaii Turo, right? I've been doing Turo since 2017. I started off with one car. I know 2017. I don't remember exactly, like August or September or something, or maybe before that. I don't remember exactly. But Turo was a thing that I was a full-time Uber driver. Right? I was working crazy hours at that time, probably 50, 60 hours, and I was doing, Airbnb, like, I don't know, maybe like a couple units. That's what I was doing. But I was tired of driving a 2014 Kia Optima hybrid, and I wanted to drive something bigger. And I was like, back then, before that, they were called relay rides. That's how I found out about them doing Uber. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put my Kia Optima on Turo. And I want to see if it's gonna make me money or not. And it was making money. I wish I could show people my numbers, but I accidentally, or I didn't know that once you delete a car, all the numbers get locked. There's just no way to get that back. So with that car, I think that car was going for, I don't know, $60, $70 a day. I forget how many days were getting booked, but I was making more than my car note. My car note at the time was about what, like 500 and something dollars, right? That's what it was. And I was like, oh, okay, it looks like something you can make some money off of. I was doing the van, driving the van, doing Uber, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just, I'm going to get another car. I'm going to see how this goes. So the next car I got was, I got an Acura MDX. It qualified for everything with Uber. The first, literally the second day, I was stupid. I was driving really, really, really late. I kind of fell asleep and I got into an accident. I ran into somebody. Messed nothing up another person's car. My car was really messed up. So I had to get another car. So I got a 2014 Chevy Cruze. Back then, I didn't understand about the OnStar service, with trackers and stuff, which is what you do for your business. So I never even used that at all. So I had that car for about 6 months, and I rented that out, and I was driving feeling to. I think that car was in the shop, the Acura, for about what? I think it was in the shop for about a month or so, a couple months. Then I had the Chevy Cruze. I forget how much I was making off of that. I don't remember. But I had that car on there 6 or 7 months, and then the big year came in 2018. Right? 2018 to me was like a game changer for Turo. Because at that time I had 3 cars, the Acura was back, and yeah, I had three or 4 cars. It was 3 cars. And in 2018, I was like, you know what? I want to go get a cheap car, a Chevy. I think it was a Chevy. I think it was a Chevy. It was Spark. I think it was a Chevy Spark at Hertz Car Sales. I had no idea really what kind of cars, Hertz Car Sales had. I had no idea. When I went there with a friend, I was like, yeah, I test drove. I was like, this car is pretty small. And I was like, oh, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll get this. But then I saw a 2015 Ford Mustang. I was like, you know what? I'm going to test drive this car and see how it feels. It's the first time ever being in a Ford Mustang convertible. So I got in the car. I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this car out. I know people, they come to Hawaii, they want to get a convertible, either a Mustang or a Camaro, and we'll see what it can do. Well, I did that, and I was like, wow, this car was giving me like probably over $100 a day, way more than I thought it would like ever do. And I was like, you know what? 2 weeks later, I'm getting another car. So I financed another car at Hertz Car Sales. I had no idea. This one's for a little bit more. I was like, okay. But then that car was making money. And then the next car, I traded in my Chevy Cruze for a brand new Mustang, or a 2017 Mustang. I was like, oh, wow. It was hard to find that much, a Mustang in Hawaii at that time. And then after that, I got a yellow Mustang. I think that was in May 2018. So at that time, what is that? 4 Mustangs in. I know I was crazy. Like every 2 months, I was getting another Mustang, another Mustang. Then I got what was it? I got a red Mustang, probably like in the summer. Then towards the fall, I got another Mustang. Basically, by the end of 2018, I had about 6 Mustangs. I had about 8 or 9 cars, basically running Turo full time. And there weren't that many convertibles in Hawaii on Turo. So I was just, my cars were going for over $100. I was making all of this money. I was like, okay, you know what? In 2019, I'm gonna get some more convertibles. In 2019, I got another. Well, before 2019, and towards the end of 2018, I got 2 Chevy Camaros, brand new. My white one, which was already on the lot, and then I special ordered. Yes, first time ever special ordered. I special ordered my 2019 Chevy Camaro. I call it my Batmobile. It's my best car, and I got that car thinking that it would rent every day for like $100 something. Newsflash: that car didn't really rent for as much as I wanted, not as long as I wanted. So in 2019, which is something that you're going to have to do when you do this Turo business, is that you need to pay attention to your Turo market, right? Things change quickly. People add cars, the price drops. So for me in Hawaii, 2019. Oh, hey John, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, I'm just talking about my Turo life. Yeah, I know it's early. It's really early over here. It is 6:37 in Hawaii right now. I think you are. Yeah, I'm trying this new thing out. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll try and do it this early again, but I don't know. I don't have a car going out until 9 a.m. So I have this little 2 hour break. Yeah, Toronto. Oh, so I'm assuming it's like 11:30 or 11:30 or something, or maybe it's 12:30. Something like that. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. People were were saying in my last stream I was going too late. So you know what? It's Saturday. I'm gonna try at 12:30. Okay, so we'll see who comes on and see how it goes. I don't know how many days I'll be able to go this early. It's like I said, it's like 6:30 in Hawaii. We're like 6 hours back from the East Coast. I know it's the time difference is crazy. Really crazy. So how's Turo going for you today? How many cars you got going out? So, yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But they don't have to give it to you though. But some people do. Yeah, I don't. But oh, hi Yankee. How's it going? Oh yeah. I don't know why I say that. I don't know where that came from. It's just something I said once about 6 months ago, and I just stayed with it. That's pretty crazy. Oh, you okay? Oh, you don't okay. Yeah, okay. I got you, Donna. Couldn't remember our conversation. I talked to so many people. My bad, but it's only people I talked to. Okay. Well, hopefully you're close to doing it. But I have to believe during Christmas time, it is definitely going to be busy, really busy. And Jackie, how's Turo going for you, and where are you located? Yes. Liability. Well, I mean, I had full coverage for about the first 3.5 years, and I was paying about like $1,200 a month. If you have loans, you got to have full coverage. That's what they tell you have to have. That, or they're going to increase your monthly payments, and they're going to put you on some kind of insurance thing. So it's not a law to have full coverage, right? They'll tell you, but if you don't, they're going to put you on something that covers them, covers their part of the car, and they're going to increase your monthly payment. Just to let you know. We're scared to scale when there's 2022. Yeah, I know, Yankee. Yeah, where are you located, Yankee? Yes, John. Yeah, it's under my name. Well, if it's an accident with Turo, you'll be using Turo's insurance or the person, the renter's insurance. You won't be using your own. But yeah, Janky, yeah. I know in Hawaii, I mean, there are cars pretty cheap. Usually when that happens, it's because the market is so oversaturated with cars. But all those cars are probably like $70, $80 at one point. They gotta keep dropping them and dropping them and dropping them and getting them to go out. Right. Too. Either oversaturation, well, it's a combination of two. Oversaturation and it's just not as busy. Right. That's the problem. Fortunately, if Turo had like a minimum, well, they do have minimum price, but a minimum price was a lot higher, then yeah, that would change things up. But then it'll be like 100 cards all at like $70, and then you just get lucky if you get booked, right? Yeah, it covers your bases. Yeah, well, yeah, the liability is yeah. Well, liability is just for you if you're driving. If you like, if you cause some damage to another car, that's what that's for. Yeah, John. This business is risky. I can tell you that it definitely is. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of risk. It's not for everyone. I can definitely tell you that. It's the worst thing can happen, but it doesn't happen all the time. But it can happen. I'm in Philly. This one girl decided to shoot like 10 cars within 2 months and list them like dirt cheap. Wow, yeah. Some people do that. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Brand new cars, 10 brand new cars. Yeah, that's well. You know what? Appreciation is gonna get her. People damage her cars and stuff. It just you're not gonna get that much money for it. But some people do that. John, that's a way. Should you start off with commercial insurance? That is a way, but you're gonna have to have a few cars for that, and then you're gonna have to have some history because they're gonna ask for what is it? A, a report from Turo. This is a run law. I can't remember exactly what it's called. So you're gonna have some history with Turo to get the commercial insurance. Yeah. Yeah, insurance is like the biggest thing with this business. Yeah, if only they had, that commercial insurance with Turo covered, when it wasn't being rented, and 100% covered. But you got to have that personal for you when you're driving. You didn't have a company that's okay with Turo because if you're with a company like what Geico is definitely a no-no. You with Geico and they find out you don't have Turo, they will drop you. That's like almost a guarantee that's gonna happen. There's some other ones too. My word of wisdom. Well, I would say start slow. Don't do what that other person just said, what that woman did in the Philly area. Get 10 cars all at once. I would say start slow, to see how your market is and, grow slowly. use the profits that you made, to get more cars. And yeah, definitely do that. And of course, all the stuff I said, I say at the beginning, all the trackers and all that stuff, definitely that. But go slow. I mean, I didn't go fast. I mean, in 2017, I had like one car. And within 6 months, I think I had like, what, three cars? So, I mean, it's not like I have 17 now, but it's not like I had 17 when I first started. No, definitely not. So you got to get some experience, understand your market, understand where people, where they're going to get their cars from. What I mean is like, are they at the airport? Are they picking up from the hotel? Just understand the situation, definitely. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's see. Thank you. Oh, how many cars do you have? I don't think you even told me. No, you didn't. Thank you. How many cars? And when did you start? Yeah. There's always going to be some people who, they hear the hype of Turo. They're like, you can make all this money, like get rich quick, right? And people are going to do it. People, even in Hawaii, I've seen people. I look at some of these profiles, and they went out and bought like 10 or 5 or 15 brand new cars. I'm like, whoa. I mean, it was really busy in Hawaii. It really was. Everything was going out, but man, now it's slow, and it's like, wow. Now they're renting like 2021 Jeep Gladiators for like, or Rubicon, whichever one. Point is, brand new Jeep for like $50, $40. They got like 10 of them. They have so many. Crazy. Yes, I started Ubering in 2014. That was my full time job right after I graduated from the University of Hawaii. Exactly what I did. Yep, exactly what I did. I found Uber on Craigslist. I know. That was pretty crazy. Uber. I didn't rent out cars until later. Right, that was later. Because that was 2017. I started Ubering in 2014. So it was Uber and it was Airbnb. It was Uber for a year, just Uber. And then it was Uber Airbnb for about 2 years. And then Turo. Once Turo started picking up, I started doing less Uber. Then it got to the point that I was making more money off of Turo. Why am I sitting in my car with Uber? So I just stopped doing Uber. It was just Airbnb and Turo for years, and then all the stuff happened. And I stopped doing Airbnb, and it's just Turo. But Uber was a way to make some money. I mean, people market and how it was back then before Uber went public. It was, I mean, I was doing like 1,800 a week. So sometimes I did 2,000. So I was making some money doing that. I do have one video. I did one 18-minute long video on, well, actually, no, that was actually on the Airbnb, but I did do an Uber one. I don't know how long that one is, but that was so long ago. That video is probably pretty bad though. Oh, okay. That's good. Okay, no refund question. So you talking about doing Uber and doing Turo with the same car? If that's what you're saying, that's probably not going to work. Because see, the problem with that, you're going to make more money doing Uber on one car. You're going to make more money doing Uber than doing Turo. I mean, what that car? What do you say? The Honda Civic? Yeah, Civic's what's going to make you. I'm just assuming it's going to be a range of what, $30 to like 60 in that range, right? I mean, you can make more than that doing Uber. With one car, yeah, it's really not gonna. You're gonna need a second car to do that. You didn't have to scale that. Just one car, it's not gonna be worth it for you. What? I mean, you can do that in an hour, $30. But if you have like five of them, which is $150, you see, that's it's gonna be a lot harder to do that in Uber. Yeah. I did have that dilemma when I first started too. I was like, oh, I'm not to do Uber. But then when I scaled up, I got more and more cars, and that's how that worked. Hmm. So maybe this was too early. Not many people are on, but let's see how this goes. John, are you still here? Well, let me fix this. Much better. Okay. So let's go back get back to my history. Before I stopped talking, I think I was at 2019. Yeah. So 2019 was the game changer for me because that the market, which market's always changing. You got to be checking the market. I want to say like weekly to figure out. You need to change your price. You need to go up. You need to go down. One of the biggest changes in 2019 in Hawaii is that everybody was buying convertibles. And I wasn't 100% focused because I had seven condos that I was, managing myself. So I didn't really pay that much. I didn't pay as much attention as I'm paying right now. My cars were definitely not getting rented, even though I think I made in 2019 over $137,000, which I think was my high at that time. But in reality, it should have been a lot more. And I was like looking back at it, I'm like, man, a lot of my cars were just sitting, right? And the reason for that is that there were so many Mustang Camaros, especially Mustangs. There were so many Mustangs, and everybody was undercutting me. That's what Turo. That's what you do. A lot of people. That's what you do. You undercut, undercut, undercut. It's like the race to the bottom. I know it sucks, but that's what people do, right? And anyway, I didn't even realize in 2019 how many cars did I add? I believe I know I added my seventh Mustang. I overpaid for it. That was like 21,000 for it. 2016 with about almost 50,000 miles on it. What else did I get? I know I got. That's when I started getting back into the sedan market. I got with a Nissan Altima in 2013. That was that. At that time, I was like, I was getting into the point that I was asking myself, why did I not buy cars cash years ago? Or pay off some of these cars. Because at this time, I have so many loans. I'm like, man, I gotta start getting some cash cars. My monthly car notes is just too high. I think at that point it was $5,000 a month. We gotta lower that. We got to. So, that was my goal. If 2020 stuff didn't happen, that was like really my goal was to go get cash cars, sedans. That was the goal. So when I got the 2013 Nissan Altima, I think I had it for like a few months before recall happened, which sucked. Recalls are horrible, but it is what it is. That car was, what was that car? I think I only made like $700, but again, I wasn't 100% focused. I bet you I could have gotten more if I was, being more focused. But after that, we get into like what the end of 2019, getting into 2020, the first 3 months of 2020, right? First 2 months, or first 2 months and then a half, right? Maybe at this time people are already not traveling as much, but January was good. February was not as good, but in March, obviously, all that craziness, been the shutdown. Like, I believe in January, I leased a car for like the second time in my life. That 2019 Nissan Sentra. Right? That is that was my first lease was pretty bad. Um, a little bit. I made a really bad decision, and what was it 2014? Right when I started doing Uber, I leased that car. I went to the dealership to try and get a loan, not a lease, to finance, not a lease. So that's how I thought it was. I was trying to get a finance, but it didn't work out. Ended up getting a lease, even though I told the sales guy that this was going to be a car. But the point is, I did 100,000 miles in that car in 2 years. I know, crazy. And that's the first car I put on Turo. So after 4 years, 120,000 miles on it. As you can see, I had to do something about that. So that car was a car I traded in for my Batmobile, right? But I had to put a lot of money down to get out of that car. 10 G's. I know. I probably should have just kept that car and just kept it on Turo until the wheels fall off. With the mindset now, I would have done that, right? I made that. That was a mistake that I made. It was a total mistake. I don't know why I should just pay off the car and just drove it and drove to the key, just drive it, whatever. But yeah. But you live and learn from your mistakes, right? That's basically in life. Right? That's with the Turo. If I had this mind years ago, right, I would have definitely at least half my cars being paid off, or really close to being paid off. Not having these loans for all these years. I mean, now all my loans are paid off, right? But without the SBA, I would still have these loans, and and paying all that money a month is just not something. That's why I don't really recommend going out and getting a whole bunch of loans, right? So I don't know how much longer I am going to keep this on because I see that we're reaching 30-minute mark and there's nobody in here. So yeah, I'm gonna give it probably another 10 minutes. If nobody's on, I'm probably just gonna end this stream. Yeah, I got this stream to talk to people, and maybe this is just too early. I thought this was a good time, maybe not. Right, literally, I'll give it to 40 minutes, then I'll end the stream. And yeah, and then I'll maybe work on my video for today and get that up. We'll see what happens. Give it 10 minutes. Hi, if you have any questions about Turo, yeah, okay. Let's see what else we're gonna talk about. Turo. The future of Turo. You know, 2020 really messed everybody up. 2021 and 2022. So if you're watching this and you were in Hawaii, I think for specifically for Hawaii, I think 2022 is going to be a great year. I think so. I think people are going to start traveling back here from all over the world. We're going to get the Australians. We're going to get the Japanese people. We're going to get the Chinese people. We're going to get all these people coming back here, right? And they're going to want cars, period. And I don't know how long that chip shortage is going to be, but definitely it's going to be a while, right? And we are going to make some serious cash. I believe that. Hopefully, it doesn't get too oversaturated, but I don't think it will. With the amount of people who I think are going to come here, right? I think we're going to get back to doing 30,000 people coming here a day. I don't know where we're at right now. I didn't check the last couple of days, but when it gets back up to there, it's going to be some money to be made. Hopefully, you can, go along this journey with me. Like I said, post every day. Don't know if I'm going to be posting every day for a year. Hey, Johnson Wayne, how's it going? How's it going? How's Turo going for you? I know it's kind of slow in the string. Maybe I started too early. This is the first time I ever started this early. Miami. Okay. Heard Miami is very saturated. What kind of car do you have? Or cars? Okay. Okay. Did you just buy that Toyota Corolla or is it like an older one? And how is it renting right now? Or did you start like last month or did you just start like last week? Good catch. This month. Oh, okay. Congrats. Okay. So do you have a lot of bookings for the future? So, okay. How fast are you thinking about, getting more cars? And what kind of cars are you thinking about getting? Yeah, I think in Miami, I think it is. think it is slow. I think in the next month it's definitely going to pick up. I think a lot of people, they go to Florida, Christmas time, right? I was born in Florida, but I never really lived there a long time. Pretty sure in the wintertime it's hot there and it's hot here. People want to go to, what do they call them? Snowbirds? You want at least five by 2020. Okay, by next year. So four more cars. Okay. Are you probably looking for cash or finance? Or loan, whatever. Cash on regular cars, like Nissan Versa, etc. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I had a car. Well, I have the newer ones, but I did have an older Nissan Altima 2013. You just make sure there's no recalls on any of those new cars you get, right? They don't, a lot of those older Nissan, they got recalls on them. I know the Altima does. That's a fact. Yeah, they are. I'm on the 90/10 plan. So the $2,500 deductible plan. So it is a risk, but once you understand the risk and going after people who damage your cars and talk about insurance, pre-trip. But I sent a lot of messages pre-trip about the insurance, depending on which plan that they pick, right? But I don't really recommend going 9 and 10 at the beginning. Once you understand how it works and you know how to go after people and get them to understand that either they need to use their own insurance or they need to pay cash to fix it, I wouldn't do it. They're under my name. Yeah, they're under my name. So just recently, I got an SBA loan, a pretty big one, and I paid off 11 or 12 car loans. But I was carrying about 12 car loans for years, and that was all personal. I do have an LLC, but to put cars on your LLC, you got to get commercial insurance. And I tried to get commercial insurance, but it was a little too much for me. So I wasn't ready for the commercial insurance. So that's just personal. Right now, it's just liability coverage on most cars. Some full coverage, but mostly liability. I have 17 cars. I have 16 active. One of my Mustangs has there's a national shortage on parts for them. I need a new power steering assembly. It's been sitting since June. I know, sucks, but it's just been sitting. But I start off with one car in 2017, just one car, 2014 Kia Optima Hybrid. That was my Uber car. So right now it's 100% Turo. 100%. Before all this stuff, I had Airbnbs and Turo. That's what I did. I had 7 condos that I subleased, but I had to stop all that, and it's just Turo. That's what I do. Turo and YouTube. If you could say YouTube, I'm still really, really, really small. So YouTube income is pretty small. But that's what I do. Like I have cars going out today. Later, that's why I started this stream. I have 2 cars going out at 9 a.m. today, and it's 7:10 right now. So I have like another like hour, to do this max, and then so the cars are pretty much ready to go. So then just deliver them. That's what I do. Fine, yeah, that's what I did. I don't recommend doing it this way, but yeah, I just in 2017 I started financing. In 2018 I went crazy on financing. I got some more in 2019. Even 2020 I got some. And I had 12. I had 12 loans on my personal credit report. Way too many. But right now, just one. This lease that's kind of difficult to get rid of, but just one. That's just one. I do not recommend doing 12 finance, 12 loans. I don't recommend that. Yeah, if I had the mindset now, 4 years ago, I'd be doing exactly what you did. Maybe, well, I would have been paying cash. It would have been economy cars, and it would have been convertibles, but I would have been paying them off and paying. Point is, half of them, or not more than half, were already paid off. There's no way I would have had 12 loans for like 3+ years. That's the truth. Because the cash cars, your ROI is like the highest anyway, right? You don't have to pay a car loan. I was paying $5,700 a month right off the top for years. Between that and maintenance, I mean, in the summer, those two things were like, I don't know if you watch my monthly videos, but those two things are like $8,000 or $9,000 right off the top. I mean, yes, I was doing like $40,000 for 4 months of the summer, but still, it was like, man, what we got? Hey, Andrews, so 1K. I think I do not have a course yet. I've thought about it, but if you sign up for my Patreon, I do one-on-one coaching. So if you go to the description below, I have my Patreon. They have different levels. You can do the video chat. I would say we do the market research, which is like $40 a month. Cancel whenever you want to, or the $20 just for like like this, but one-on-one. We'll talk about your business and all of that. So that's on my Patreon. So yeah, just check the description below on that. I got like 30 something people over there. So I've been doing that for about 6 months. But maybe in the future I'll put a course together. I know some other people that got courses on YouTube and they do it, but I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know. But where are you located? Andre. Andre. So yeah, where are you located and when did you start? And how many cars do you have? Oh, and your other question, how to go after their insurance. Well, the thing is, you got to talk to them pre-trip about which insurance they pick. It gets them to understand that a lot of insurance companies do not cover Turo, so they need to call their insurance company and make sure they cover. So in case they find out the insurance covers and they get into an accident, then they have to initiate it, with their insurance. If you try, let's say you get their insurance information, you call the insurance is not going to do anything until they talk to the other person. So if the other person has no intention of using their insurance, you having the information means absolutely nothing. So the point is, you got to get them beforehand to understand, like get them to thinking that they are going to use their insurance if something happens. That's how that you get that. You think so, John? Man, what is the difference between one-on-one coaching and a course? Because the course is more hands-off. You think people would more buy a course than one-on-one? No. If that's the case, maybe I should try and set up a course then. 'Cause I know Simon's experience. I don't know if you watched her. She has a course. I think it's like $1,000 or something, some crazy amount. Maybe it's not crazy amount. I don't know. It's a high amount. I definitely wouldn't charge anywhere near that kind for a course, but I have no idea. And I think was it Audrey? She has a course too. Okay. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. You're right. I've had somebody record. I had multiple people record me while we were doing the one-on-one. Huh. Maybe I will in the future. Maybe in the next 6 months I'll have some kind of course. I don't. Yeah. Maybe I will take some time out and try and set something up, help you guys out. Well, there's lots of stuff to know with Turo. I'll tell you that much. Lots of stuff to know. I don't even know everything. No, just nobody knows everything. Doesn't matter. There's so many things changing. It just you just learn as you go. You get experience. Oh yes, they have a website. What is it? NHTSA. I don't know if those are the right letters in the right in the right way, but if you put, I think it's NHTSA. Am I right? Let me just be 100%. NHTSA. Is it? Yeah, it is NHTSA. So if you put that in there, like slash gov, or just put that in there, you can put your VIN in there, and it'll let you know if there's a recall. Because you can't rent recall cars on Turo. So some people they don't do this, and they go out and they buy a car. Maybe it's a good deal. Maybe it is a good deal. You're really happy. You put the VIN on Turo, and then it says, it's not eligible. That's not eligible. And you're like, oh, great, did all that work, did all that stuff, got the car, and you can't even rent it out. So that's one of the things that and clean title. Those are the two things I check before I buy any car. Yeah, you gotta have those two things. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, gotta do that. That's a fact. It's somewhere in their terms of service, but I mean, you gotta go looking for it. I don't think they have it like on their homepage and stuff like that, but it's there. If you try to put a VIN that has an open recall, it won't even allow you. And just like the car you have now, if the recall comes, they check for recalls now anyway, of course. So you can get an email saying you got a recall, and hopefully it's a recall that can be fixed quickly, right? Just get it fixed, and you can submit them the information, or you get them the manufacturer to submit it to the NHTSA and get the recall off. Sometimes it can take a week or a couple of weeks. Sometimes it's quick. It just all depends, right? But some recalls are just unrepaired recalls. Like I had a Nissan Altima 2013. I think right now it's like a hood latch, the secondary hood latch. I think it's still on recall, and that was like a year plus ago. And you can't rent it out, right? I mean, it's crazy. I think there's some Mercedes that got recalls as well. And it's just you just got to get rid of the car in those situations. There's no point sitting on those cars. So that's like yeah, that's one of the bad things, doing the rental car business. Recalls suck, and especially if you have like all the same cars, around the same year, and you get a recall. Oh man, you're like yeah. I plan on staying on Turo. I have no. Yeah, I'll just be on Turo. If something does change, we'll see what happens. But I plan on being on Turo. I plan on being on YouTube and just uploading for years. That's the plan. Cars wise, I probably won't go above 25 though. 25 might be the max for me, at least by myself, unless I find somebody or a family member or somebody to help me. But 25 is probably the max I do. Maybe at that point, I'll start getting some higher end cars and see how they rank, right? Trying to get more bang for my buck. But that's my future. Yeah, parking cars. Yeah, I know. Lots in Hawaii, it's really hard to come by. If you can, it's going to be so expensive. So most people in Hawaii who has a fleet of cars, they're either well, they could get something by the airport. That's possible. So if they're down here in Honolulu, Waikiki area, they're basically parking on the street, right? Or they're parking in parks, or maybe they're paying for parking in a parking garage, which ain't cheap, pretty much that. Or like I have cars in this nice paid area, but they don't check, and it was actually free for a year. Well, they never check. So a lot of people who live, local, they know about it. They know it's free. Well, they know that it technically it is free, but they say they have machines say to pay, but it doesn't mean. So a lot of people park there for free. I have a lot of my cars over there right now. I probably got like at least 4 or 5 cars over there sitting. I have 2 cars downstairs, but where I park downstairs, there's some morning cones, the traffic cones. You got to move it really early. During the week, it's Saturday, so I don't have to move it. But 6:30 in the morning, I have to move cars. So when it was really busy, I'll park some cars here. I wake up like 5 a.m. every morning, and I'll move these cars to the park. And I'll do that. Or by 6, I move the cars. That's what I do. That's my setup. I do have a video on that. I don't know if you saw that. I just talk about like my parking issues from like the beginning to now. So that's one of the things that stop people from growing, right? Parking. Parking is an issue. It is. Parking, parking, parking. Let's see. When I first started, this was me. I didn't really understand how much money I was making and all my expenses. It was crazy. I paid for unlimited car washes for about $70 a car or something. I know, or $67 a car. I know it was insane. I had about like 10 cars at the time. And I took it over there. I still vacuum. They just do the outside. I paid like $600 and something a month for a minute. And I thought that was okay. This is before I found out about, you know, like doing it myself, the wash and wax stuff, right? Because now I use the wash and wax, but that was crazy. I stopped that real quick. But now I picked this up. In my video, I showed a little stuff, but I have this big, I buy this on Amazon or eBay every single, I don't know, month and a half. This is 5 gallons right here. And it works wonders, you know, and it hits the outside, it makes it shiny. It gets the plastic on the inside and it gets the leather. So but pretty much it can do like everything, right? And that helps me out. I have a post cleaning fee. I get to pocket that post cleaning fee, even though it's ending in November or next month, November 2nd or 3rd. But that does it. I mean, you don't have to pay for it. This costs $150 for 5 gallons, right? So it's pretty much nothing. Riley's and AutoZone, and I bought all these different supplies. They're so expensive. Those supplies are not really for commercial use. They're for personal use. But they cost so much. Like a little bottle like this is like what, like $13. And you'll go the waterless one, the McGuire's waterless one, and you go through it in like what 4 or 5. Like you got like 5 times you can use it. And if you have 10 plus cars, you're cleaning every single day. You see how much money that costs you? So I had to stop that. So someone told me about that. And it saves me so much money. It saves me hundreds of dollars a month with the amount of volume that I do. And I can clean a car with this in about 5 minutes. But if it's really, really dirty, then I just wash it. So some of my earlier day in the life, I don't know if you watch any of them, I had footage of me washing cars, like actually washing. And I only do that when it's really dirty. This is the way to go. You can do it in 5 minutes. If the car is like black, it's gonna take a little bit more effort because it kind of shows a little bit. So you gotta like do it with another clean microfiber rag, and it will get it off. But any other color, like yellow, red, gray, any of those other colors, it works just fine. Just black, I don't really like doing it, but that's what I do. I think I saw some other questions. It's good to pick your starter car for Turo. I look on the app to see what car has the most trips. Otherwise, you said Nissan GMC cars are good. Yes, John. Yeah. So I just say that because for the GPS. But if you have intention in getting like Viper and stuff like that, it doesn't really matter what car you get, right? Because you're gonna put hardwired install. But if you're not thinking about doing that and you just want to just have it in there already, yeah, the GM. In a starter car, I would just say, I mean, you said you're in Toronto, probably not a convertible. Yeah, I mean, just like a small little economy car. I mean, it could be the Versa. It could be a Chevy Spark if you can get it. But it's only 4-seater. Remember, that does limit a little bit. A 4-seater than for a 5-seater. Maybe the Versa might be the way to go, or like the Chevy Sonic. I mean, or a Toyota Corolla. Toyotas cost more than all of the cars that I said. But yeah, Oh, you're doing DoorDash. Okay. Yeah, I've done DoorDash. I've done that. Okay. Foreign cars. Yeah, I mean, you mean like Nissan's foreign? Is that what you mean? Like Nissan and stuff like that? Because Nissan has Nissan Connect on a newer car, so I do have Nissan. And then my Acura, I have an Acura MDX 7-seater. That was like my Uber car for years. 2014. It has like a 105,000 miles on it now. Benz BMW. No, I have never owned those cars in my life. Yeah, never owned those. None of those cars actually. In the future, when I start getting to like the max of what I can do, I was thinking about getting something like that, like a luxury vehicle, to see how much I can get for luxury. Because when you get those cars, they're going to qualify. Well, if they cost enough, like on the newer side, like 45,000 or more, they're going to qualify for the deluxe and the super deluxe. And the deluxe is like you got to be 25 or older, and then the other one, super deluxe, or I think deluxe. Some of them are like 30. So the point is, you got to be older to rent those cars out, and you can put a lower mile, limit, like the maximum, like 100, 150, right? But all the normal cars, the 18-year-olds, I know 18 can rent Turo cars. With 21, 200 miles is the limit daily. Yeah, economy cars. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can. I'm just gonna say, probably in any market, you can make anywhere between what $1,000 and $1,500 economy cars. I know there's some areas that are way saturated and maybe might be a little bit below, but I'm gonna go probably at least $1,000. And I think if you are making less than $1,000, there's probably reasons why, right? You're not pushing deliveries, you're not pushing extras. Maybe your availability is not really open. That's probably why you're doing under $1,000. But yeah, I mean, those other cars, what you're probably, I mean, maybe okay. What if you paid cash for it, and maybe you can get, maybe the luxury vehicles might be more. You know what? Let's just say it. Luxury vehicles will be more, but economy cars, which is what most people have, still between $1,000 and $1,500 gross, right? That's not bad. Yeah. So you got to get one up. Yeah, you got to get one up. I don't know what your availability is. What are your restrictions? But the more restrictions you are, definitely limits you. I have no restrictions. I'm crazy. I do 1 hour bookings. Like right now, someone can book a car for 8:30. 1 hour out. I have cars that's not booked today. They could do it, right? So I do 1 hour bookings. No, when I first started for the first 2 years, yes, but I didn't really understand that I could make money off of the miles. Like about a year ago, they changed it from 100 to 200 because it was 100 a day, which is what it should be. It was 100 a day. So people, and then you can set your own overage per mile. So some people have like $2, $1.50, 75, and I was just unlimited. But for the last 6 months of it, before they changed it, I did change it. And I was making money off it. I was like, oh man, that was just missed revenue that I didn't know. I just thought unlimited miles was the way to go. I thought people really looked for unlimited miles, but that's not true. Most people they don't pay attention to that. They don't, right? So I have unlimited miles for $25 a day. If I was on the mainland, I would have unlimited miles for about $40 a day. At least that, and then see if you can put it higher. If people are abusing it, people are going like out of state, driving crazy amount of miles at $4 a day, I would go even higher. But yeah, I do miss the days where you can when it was 100, you can charge like $1 every mile over. That was good. 70 cents over. Now it's so low. Yeah, especially if your price is low and it's 200 miles. Yeah, you're not really getting much over. Like really, like nothing. Like 15 cents, and they're taking the percentage too, so you're getting pretty much nothing. But, but I will say again, do not put unlimited miles. Don't just have unlimited miles. Though. Definitely don't. That's a big no no. Yeah, your depreciation, it will kill you. Don't do that. People will use that. They'll be putting thousands and thousands and thousands of miles in your cars monthly. And you'd be like, seriously? Don't do that. So at least, I mean, maybe if you don't even want to put an extra, that's okay. I put the extra to make some money extra, right? Oh, they did Rodriguez. Yeah, exactly. People will use that. That's the truth. That is the truth. As an extra, yeah, I said put it at $40 just to see, if we could even do it. Man. People are abusing it even at $40 a day, and I would go higher and higher and higher, or just take it off altogether. If you understand, right, how to go after people and get them to understand which insurance plan they pick, yeah, we'll go 90/10. But if you don't understand and you're not okay with losing out on $2,500, if something happens, then I wouldn't do it. Or be on the 75/25 plan and just start asking them, do they understand their insurance, this and that, so you can get experience with it. And when something happens, not if, because damage is going to happen, when something happens, you know, go after them and stuff like that. Once you feel comfortable with that, yeah, switch to 90/10. Hey, M Heat 30, I didn't even see you. You ever think about using lockbox? You know what? I don't really like lockboxes. I really don't. I think it's better to just have the remote lock than unlock. I think that's much better. Even if it's hardwired, like, of course it'd be hardwired, but like Viper or just having like OnStar or Nissan Connect, stuff like that. Because people see lock boxes and people, they see that and they want to steal your car. It just brings unwanted attention. I've never been a fan of lock boxes. Never. David, what about the insurance? Um, Johnson, I don't take that many pictures. I take about 20 to 30, but there are some people who go for 100. Right? If you're like on the 60/40 plan and you really want to be like really covered, people like that take so many photos, inside, outside, the wheels. I mean, just crazy amount of photos. But I'm on the 90/10. I'm not worried about small things anyway. So I just take photos to make sure I'm like covered in like a big accident, right? Other than that, I'm not really worried about it. So that's why I only take 20, 30. At least that. But when I first started, I didn't really know. I looked at some of my first trips. I took like five. It was Yeah, it was really low. I was like, yeah, that's not good. You need to take a lot more than five photos. You know. In Heat 30, where are you located, and how many cars do you have? And when did you start? Long Beach, Cali. Okay. When did you start? Oh, okay. Okay, so David, so the 90/10 plan. If you don't know what all the different plans with Turo, they have like the 60/40 plan, which means Turo takes 40%, you get 60. That's a pretty big cut, right? There are other benefits and stuff, but I'm not gonna go into that. But they got a 60/40. And then they have the other plans that are more risky, and they have deductibles, right? They got like the 75/25, they got the 80/20, they got the 85/15, and then they got the 90/10, right? You see, the higher you go, that makes you more money, your deductible goes up. I think it starts off like 250, it goes to 750, and then it goes to 1250, and then it goes to 90/10, which is 2500. All these deductibles happen when there's an accident, right? If the people don't want to use their own insurance, or whichever plan that not plan, whichever insurance like the renter pick, if they can decline, they can take minimum, which has a $3,000 deductible. They can take the standard, which is 500, or they can take the premier, which is they come out of pocket nothing. And you'll find this out by on the right tab where it says help and you press the customer, what they call, I think called customer agreement. You press that and you scroll all the way down. You're going to see exactly which one they took, and that's how you know how to go after people on whichever plan that you have, right? Because if they're on the minimum, they have a $3,000 deductible. So you basically, I go over all this pre-trip. Simple. I go over all this. So the minimum, I basically tell them, I ask them, do they understand what it means? Some people say yes. Some people say explain it. And after I explain it, either they call their insurance or they switch to the standard. Because the standard is $500. So in the standard, if something happens, the max they're going to pay is 500. Well, 500 plus Turo has processing fees, which is what I say if they want to do that. If they don't want to just, Venmo you or Cash App you, obviously you're making a claim right before you do all this. Right? You're going to make a claim and press work it out with the renter. But if they don't want to do that, want to go through Turo, I tell them, Turo has processing fees, so it's not going to be $500. Right? This, if they give you the money, this saves you from your deductible. That's how that works. But if they take the most expensive insurance, which the Premier insurance is literally like double. Whatever the rate is, it's basically that. So not many people take Premier. I've seen it a few times, but not many people take. But if they take Premier, they're definitely not paying you nothing, and you're going to go through Turo, and you're going to basically, whatever it is, minus your deductible. That's how much money you're going to get from Turo. So if you're on a 90-10 plan and your deductible, $2,500, and the damage is under $2,500, you're not getting anything from Turo, right? That means that's just the risk that you will have to do it. And if you're not okay with that, then I wouldn't be on 90-10. And that goes for like the other plan, the one right below it is like $1,200. If anything is, if it's at $1,200 or lower, that's something that you're responsible for if the renter has Premier or if they don't want to work with you. That's how that works. So going after people is what I do. I try to get them to understand what it means and which insurance that they pick, right? So they know if something happens, they're going to use their insurance. Because that deductible, paying that deductible often, obviously it's not going to work in this business. $2,500 5 times, I mean, that's a lot, right? Have I ever had that many in a month? No. And you probably won't either, but you can get unlucky when you're in an area that you just have like 3 accidents in the same month. This can happen. Right? I mean, it does. I know it does happen, and that's the worst case scenario, right? Paying your deductible. I think that covers. Yeah. So David, yeah, I think I just answered that. Yes, that's true. Yeah, and yeah, you could. I don't, but yeah, some people do. I really want to get into an accident, ended up paying 1,000 processing. Yeah. See. Yeah, I see, David. Yeah, 1,000 processing fees. Yeah, that's even more than I thought it would be. Yeah, that's what Turo. Yeah, I know processing was that high. I was thinking processing was like 500, $300 to $500. But yeah, going through Turo is trying to make money on every side that they can. So even if it is like 500 max deductible, they have processing fees. So I always tell them it's better to just give me cash. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever. That's what I do. I try to get that money as quickly. Oh, did you watch my newest video? I think I went over. I talked about All Star and Power Hose. Yeah, David. Yeah, that sucks. That that anybody who rents a car with Turo under 25 as a host, you're really only getting about like at best on a 90-10, like 45%. But if you're on the 60-40 plan, you only get like 20%. I know it's crazy. Like if somebody if they pay $100 and they're 25 or less, this car is probably like a $40 car, right? So us getting like $30 at best, yeah, $30 or 20 something, and Turo's getting like $80. I know, is that unfair? Obviously it is, but that's Turo for you. If there was another one here, I would try it out in E30. I really would. I know Get Around is some, but Get Around's not here. But if there's something else that came here that was, that actually was busy, yeah, I would try it out. But yeah, Yeah, well, when you use another app, you can't have both of them. That's yeah. If you're on another app, you have to take your car off of Turo and put it unlisted. Yeah, you can't rent on both at the same time. That's definitely against Turo's term of service. That's what I meant by that. Oh, is that true, David? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't even know. What do they set the price, David, on Get Around? Is it- they recommend certain prices that aren't profitable. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Oh, oh yeah, the hourly. Yeah, yeah. I don't even know how that works. I don't know how that works. Yeah, maybe I won't try it. Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I just can't wait until like everybody starts traveling again all around the world. That's gonna bring all of us so much more money, right? So much more money. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen sooner rather than later. That's a fact. Oh, Canada. Yeah. Well, imagine being in Australia. Yeah, I think Australia, you can't even like leave. I mean, no one comes in. Yeah. I mean, in Hawaii, well, right now, but for 7 months in Hawaii, we had zero people coming here, like nothing. Australia, yeah, that's the truth. So when they start coming back, they're gonna come back in like waves. They're all gonna come here. They're all gonna book your trip and come here, and they're gonna book Mustangs because they love Mustangs. It's gonna be yeah. I can't wait. They're gonna book my cars because before I would get Australian accent every single day, multiple times a day. Yeah. Now it's like I haven't heard Australian accent in a minute. And that's probably been going for months. I mean, maybe even years. Who knows? I mean, when it opens back up, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, I'm crazy, David. 1 hour. Well, yeah, 1 hour. But once the car comes back, the minimum with Turo is 3 hours. But just to book it, if it's not coming back, whatever, or if it's already been sitting for a while, 1 hour. 1 hour. I've always been 1 hour. I remember when it was I don't remember how long you've been doing it, David, but before it wasn't always 3 hours. You can put it 1 hour, 1 hour. So as soon as the car comes back, you can go right back out. Right. And I've had that multiple times before, pre-COVID. That was pretty crazy. I am pretty crazy with it. That 1 hour, 1 hour stuff get pretty insane. But you gotta be doing this full time to do the 1 hour, 1 hour stuff. Or at least close to it. You can't have no full time job unless you are doing remote stuff and you have someone else cleaning it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, those Teslas. Yeah. Oh yes. It'd be hard to do the 1 hour stuff with Teslas. Well, supercharger. So see that. Do you have all your cards out right now, David? Mm, yeah, I mean, it's always the 6 hour buffer. There are some people who book cars last minute, like literally last minute. So, yeah. 8 miles away. Oh, is that far? I don't know if that's far. Johnson, what I want to have, like probably a max of 25 cars. I won't go above that. At least not the way I'm doing my business now. Okay. Okay. I think I have. I think my cheap cars, they're like 30, $35 are out today. But all of my Mustangs and my Camaros, well, one of my Camaros out, but my Batmobile, yeah, it's just sitting in my garage. My Mustangs are just sitting in my other place. So, yeah. And people are booking my cheap cars, but my expensive, it's not even expensive. Like my more expensive car, it's like $30 more. They're just sitting. Maybe I get last minute. We'll see. Like my 2013 Ford Fiesta, my 2014 Sonic, my Sparks. Those are the cars that go out with delivery though, because you know how I don't rent out $30 cars no more. I basically get them to get the delivery, right? Or I don't accept it because I don't have Instabook on for all of my cheaper cars. And half my cars, I actually have the location like a mile somewhere else, so it's close, but it's not that close. It's like it's a 30-minute walk, so no one's gonna walk there. And basically, I make them add delivery or whatever. So, and that's doing for me. That I think it's doing good. I mean, I'm looking at my numbers. Obviously, it's so much slower, but I'm at like almost $13,000 so far this month. Which I mean, I was doing 40, but still, that's not bad for what's for right now so far. So, it's okay. What did you say? Yeah, it's 16 miles round trip, so it makes the trip. Oh, yeah, I see, I got you. Oh, got you. That's why you put six, because three. Yeah, that's one of the disadvantages of the Tesla. Yeah. Oh, oh, look at this. I just got a potential booking for my Nissan Versa today. Oh, for 2 days. See, he just asked me, can I bring it to the embassy suite? So if I'm asking if he want to do the delivery, and then bam, and that's what I do. So if he says yes, then I'll just accept it and I'll tell him to press change trip location and we'll change it and then boom, I'll drop that off at 10:30, which is in like 2 hours. So yeah, let's see. So and that's like a what is that? That's a 2 hour, well, less than 3 hours. So actually, it's less than two. What am I talking about? Less than 2 hours, like right under 2 hours. See what he's saying? Yeah, Turo Go. Yeah, I mean, most of my cars are instant. I can't be instant because some of my cars are so cheap and people are just they're walk for a $30 car. I want to deliver for that, or if they add extra. So I just don't want to rent out for $27. That's not worth it to me. So $54 makes it worth it. And yeah, I don't know what your ratio is to tourist local. So I mean, if you're in an area where you can't get like 80% tourists, then maybe you have no choice. But Oh, I didn't even see this. My goal was like 15 Tesla. Yeah, I think you told me that. The Cybertrucks. You want a Cybertruck? Yeah. Oh, hold on. Come on. 25. Why not more? Well, you know what? I said 25 because that's about all I can do myself. I can't run 50 cars the way I'm running 17 right now. That's not even possible. All my deliveries is no. At that point, I wouldn't be able to do deliveries. So everybody would have to come to where my cars are at and do everything over there. And parking too. I couldn't even park 50 cars. I have nowhere to park it. There's no way I could put 50 cars the way I park them now. No way. I would literally have to rent out a lot somewhere or pay. There is a parking garage where I am at, but I don't want to pay them. I mean, they are like $23 a day, and yeah, that just wouldn't. And I wouldn't need 50. The amount of money that I can make on 25 cars will be plenty. I don't need 50. I mean, 25 cars can probably give me over $50,000 a month. So, I mean, you see what I mean? 50 cars? No, there's really no point. At least not for me. Yeah, exactly. 50 is just at that point, you're going to have a lot. I mean, you will. And if you're in an area where you can get a lot pretty easy, then yeah, but not here. I'm gonna do 60 cars for the cost hire people leasing a place. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. Just imagine, yeah. Your cost, man, your expenses gonna be up. Would you have 60 cars? Basically, a rental car company. Get a sign somewhere. I don't know what you call it. You call it something. And yeah, but no, that's not my goal. 25, 25. Get some higher end. Maybe get a Tesla. Maybe get like a. I do like a Alfa Romeo. Never had that. That was really nice. I might want that personal, but try something like that. Something for like the deluxe class, 30-year-olds, 25-year-olds. Oh, they just messaged me. How much is it? So I put $15 each way. So they see 15. If he says yes, I'll accept it. Tell him to press change trip location. He changes it. Boom, done. What'd you say? You make 50K a month, pay 10K to employees, 10 to the lease, 50. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What is that? 20, 35? Yeah, that's yeah. Unless you get some kind of really nice setup that 10,000 employees, yeah, because 50 cars, just yeah. I know there's somebody on Turo. I think his name is Eric. He has like I think he's probably one of the biggest. He has like 300 cars. I mean, he probably makes over $1 million on the cars a year, but his expenses is probably insane, right? I mean, it's everything what you're saying, lot, all that stuff. Oh, good. Oh, see, he just said yes. So I'll confirm it, and I'll just tell him to press change trip location, and that will get it done. Boom, and I'll be good right there. Yeah, that's it. Mm. I'm, I'm wondering where's everybody at. I mean, it's kind of maybe I did this too early, guys. Guys, you think I did this too early compared to doing it at like midnight on the East Coast? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, starting a company, rent a car company, it ain't gonna be easy. It's definitely not gonna be low cost. That's a fact. Mm, maybe. Yeah, that could be. I wonder when the best time. What? If I did it like 6 p.m., but see if I do it 6 p.m. your time, it's noon here, and I can't have the AC on when I do this because it's too much noise, and it gets really hot at noon here. That's why it's really uncomfortable. That's kind of one of the reasons why I don't. I'm gonna, I'm gonna let you ground my car platform. Yeah. Cool. Got it. He changed it. $27 more. 2 days. $90. That's good. Yeah. But I only have about 30 more minutes. So 30 minutes, and I have two cars at 9 o'clock. They're pretty much ready to go. I just got a scooter over there, or I'll scooter over there. And yeah, there are two deliveries at two different locations. So that's going to be, they're not far from each other. They're not far from each other. I'll figure that out. That's not hard. But yeah, I don't know how many more people are going to come on in 30 minutes. I mean, let's see. For like an hour and a half in. It's all right. People can always watch this on the replay anyway. So that's good. And then I'll make another video. I gotta do my daily video. So I gotta close. I gotta talk about yesterday. Yesterday was interesting. I was actually, which I'm gonna talk about it, but I was late. Like I woke up late, and no, not I woke up late. I made a mistake, which happens. I thought I forgot about a delivery. So I was actually pretty late with one person, but yeah, it happens. You got so many cars and so many deliveries, and just you forget about a car, and yeah. Okay. Yeah. It wasn't the first time, probably not the last. But it doesn't happen all the time. So, did we get somebody new? I think I saw it go up. Yeah. I actually put this stream, well, I kind of posted a link in some Facebook groups, but nobody has even responded. So, like you said, maybe it is a little too early. Oh, 2 hours to deliver. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. If you got that, yeah. Imagine if you had 1 hour, then you would have just missed it. And that's bad with Turo. For that 6 hours, yeah. 6 hours and it's 4 hours. You got 2 hours left. Yeah. See, if I was in an area where people could come, if planes came in 24 hours, then I wouldn't be 1 hour. Probably not. But since in Hawaii, nothing really comes in on planes until like early in the morning. Like there is a time where nobody, come in. I could. I'm not done it on the live stream. Let's see. If you send me, let me see. Well, let me see. You know what? If you send me because usually when I review, that's kind of like my. I would say send me like a because I normally that's part of my coaching stuff. Yeah, send me like a super chat of I don't know. Do you know how to do super chats? I would say probably at least I don't know. I would say at least $10 on a super chat. Probably at least that because I think I charge the minimum thing on Patreon is $10. And I know YouTube takes like 30% or 40% of it anyway. But yeah, if you want to do that, yeah, I would say at least $10. And I can really look at your listing and then copy it. Yeah, in the super chat, you can put the copy paste thing, so then I'll see it right there, and I can bring it up right here. Yeah, because if not, then yeah, I have to charge because people are actually I actually am doing video chat with somebody today on Patreon, going over all their stuff, and they're paying me, I think probably $20 because that's the video chat. So I can't do it. Can't do it for free. At least, yeah, it wouldn't make sense to have the Patreon. People would be like, you're doing it for free on the stream and you're charging. Yeah, so maybe I could start doing that. Maybe I can start doing that here. I don't know. Never thought about that. Doing reviewing people's listing on the stream. So hi, new guys. If y'all want to ask me any questions, you can ask me and I'll answer it. I see a couple new people that came on. Good. Good way to narrow on what kind of car you want for Turo. Well, let's see. Well, the way if you're looking, if you're looking on your, you go on and you do a search and you're trying to see how many cars of, if you how many cars are available and how much money you can make on a car, right? Basically, just do a search. I don't know, like a week out, like for like 3 days, and see how many cars are whatever car you're looking for. See how many are available, and do that same search about like a month and a half out, and see how many cars are available there, and you see how many are booked, and see the prices. So more than likely, you're gonna see like a week out, the price should be a lot higher. But if you see some cars that are lower, go look at those cars and see why. Right? Look at the person. Is the car brand new? Do they have Instabook on? Look at their calendar, see if they have Instabook on, and you look at their calendar and there's like nothing booked for like the next month and a half. I wouldn't even look at that because that person is probably either really really new or canceling people. What you want to see, what it should be, is that if you're looking 1 week out compared to like a month out for like the same time period, it should be that whatever the price is, it should be a lot higher. So right around that range should be like what you should be getting for that whatever kind of car. Not make just like a sedan, an SUV, 7-seater, or a luxury car, Tesla, any of that stuff. That's kind of like a quick way just to get like a range on what pricing that you can do. I do have cash. Uh, um, let's see. That's my cash out. But yeah, I think that's a way. That's a quick way to do it, John. It will give you a range. Like I said, there will be some cars that are actually might be cheaper than looking out a month. But like I said, there's a reason why those cars are there. Because they're really new, or they don't want the car to go out, or they probably don't have instant bookings. Not everybody puts their cars on Turo to get them booked like quickly. You know, they're screening people and stuff like that, right? So that's one. I think it'd be good to start with two cars, John. I mean, as many cars as you can do. I mean, yeah, more cars equals more money, right? I might have to do your thing real quick. Yeah, I did see. Okay, send me your stuff because my camera. If anything, if my camera does that, David, are you on my Facebook group? Join my Facebook group just in case, because I probably still have like 20 minutes anyway. Okay, join my Facebook group. Worst case, I can just send you stuff there. But give me a link to your Send me a link to your stuff. Let me take a look. Real. Oh, it's in the check the my pinned comment. I have my Facebook group right there. Yeah, because this battery is good for about almost. Yeah, I think it's in the chat. Just I didn't see it. I don't see no. I don't see your link. I don't see. Link is in the chat. Just copy and paste. I don't. Yeah, I don't see no link, Dave. But yeah, because I'm an hour and 38 minutes in. This battery is good for right under 2 hours. So I know I probably got another 15 minutes, and this battery is going to die. There you go. Okay. Well, yeah, I just accepted you, or you can send it to me on Facebook. I mean, one or the other. If you can't, but I don't see nothing here. Well, let me just message you on. I just messaged you on Facebook. So yeah, just send it there. I'll just, oh, someone like okay, okay. But yeah, guys, it's 8:10 right now. Probably another 10 minutes. My battery will be dying. I can see that it ain't full no more. So yeah, the next time I go live, I don't know. I probably will go live later. Probably not this early. Oh, there you go. I see. I see it now, John. Tesla Model 3 2017. Okay. 118. Okay. Are you, David? Are you saying you automatically charge a cleaning fee? Is that what you're? That's not something that you can do. So someone can complain to Turo about that. Just to let you know. Is that what you mean? Yeah, you can't make cleaning fee mandatory. That's I wish you could, but you can't do that. Just you know, when someone does complain to Turo, yeah, you'll get like some nasty email just to let you know. Like, all it takes is somebody like a host to rent one of your cars and then complain to Turo. And yeah, I would take that off. That's a fact. Well, you got the airports. That's good. So you're being seen at pretty much all the airports around Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, minus in the stations. Okay, you got and okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What is the distance on your when people are trying to do delivery but not at the airport? Well, what's your distance? I see you have it $120 as well. What's the for 50 miles. Okay. 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 That's a lot of miles. Okay. And how much does it cost you to do all that? That 50 miles for Johnson Way for in Hawaii. The parking is for airport is $18 a day maximum. Let's see what you mean. Not booked that much. Okay. Sure. Okay. What if you? So what if you don't have another car? Oh, Johnson, was that for me? I don't know if that question is for me or not. Yeah, because I don't really. I very rarely. I have cars returned at the airport, and I get out as soon as possible. But I don't know if that was for me or not. Probably wasn't for me. So at $70 per day, how is that? In regards to the other Teslas, the Model Threes in your area. Oh, okay. So you're still profiting regardless. Okay, so that's why you got it 120. Okay. Mhm. Totally. Yeah, you have only. I saw that unlimited miles. Yeah. Since it's a Tesla, I'm not. I don't really know what to say about unlimited miles, but regular cars definitely not. But Teslas are different. So the Model 3 is 21 or older, so it doesn't qualify for the deluxe. Is that true? Is this Model 3 is not a deluxe car, is it? I don't think so. The different the different classes like deluxe, super deluxe. I think yeah, I think the newer ones qualify for it. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, I mean in theory it would mean that you would get more bookings, right? Because if it was the 25 or older, it'd be it's going to be less. 21, you're getting a lot more people, at least potentially more people. Right? I'm gonna do a quick search. I'm curious in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. You have your car at $70. Uh, yeah, that could work, Johnson. I mean, yeah, I mean that does work. But you don't always have to do that because location comes into play too, right? Where you're located. The price is definitely a big thing, but if you're located closer to the person you're trying to get the car, yeah. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see why you're $70. I see the cheapest Tesla in Fort Lauderdale. I see is about $60. Yeah, someone just put a new listing 2020 on there. And then yours is 60. This is yours right here, right? Yeah, yours is $64. So maybe it is just slow. I mean, you're definitely competitive, 100%. And you do 1 day bookings too, I saw. Let me look for next week. Wow. Yeah, I think it's just oversaturation. Yeah, I think there's just so many Teslas on there. I see 193 Teslas available for 3 day for 3 days, like later this month. That is a ton. I mean, there's like brand new Teslas Model 3s for $73 if people got it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they got a 2014 for $76. I mean, someone has a 2012 for $80. I mean, that's you have your 17. I mean, that yeah, I can. I think that when the market picks back up, your car is just going to get booked like quickly. I guarantee you. As soon as you start getting a lot of bookings, I would start raising my price. Because right now, when people start looking, people are going to book. They're going to book. So yeah, when you start getting like a lot of bookings, like a lot of future bookings, I would raise my prices instantly. That's exactly what I would do. At least at this price, you're gonna know when people start booking flights and people are start booking, start coming to Miami. You're gonna know. You're gonna be one of the first to know because your price is right there. That's a fact. You raise your prices and then just let everybody else get the cheap ones, and then boom. I don't know how high, probably goes to 100 or not more because everybody's down here. Yeah. But my camera is on red right now. So I'm gonna have to end this stream. So I am gonna go live again soon. But yeah, if anybody wants, I know you just joined my Facebook group, but if anybody else is not in my Facebook group, check out my pinned comment and join my Facebook group because we talk about Turo all the time. And I'm gonna message you something, David. I'm gonna give a little bit more. Thanks, a little bit more. But yeah, I hope everybody got good information from this. And yeah, I think that is everything for this stream. So yeah, just yeah, wait for my next video and wait for the next stream. Hopefully I get more people and it's like 10, 20 people next time, but we'll see. But I'll talk to y'all later. Okay, bye. All right.